Yes, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And if I watched this defense last week and I'm the quarterback and I'm starting out on the drive, I am not throwing the ball near these guys. I'm going to play it safe, and he forces the ball right off the jump. They had 5 a week ago. First drive, they got another one here today.
Quarterback empties his backfield. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Ducks line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it inside the 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This dude will cook you apart if you give him time. better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Now they'll run the draw. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The run to the left. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. It's a seam wide open. Inside and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They go to the wide receiver screen.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And he's incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds space on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll run it to the right. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Creates a little room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Finds a little space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And and that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's passed. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on it. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, trying to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Wide out trying to get it in. They found a way to get him the rug, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to sneak it. He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed. The Tar Heels are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man. All out of space. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback may change this route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UNC!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try the right side. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man, you see running backs in college football, these guys are athletes that you want to put in space, do a really good job putting them in space, running the angle, getting them towards the middle of the field, try to get him the football so he can make somebody miss and make a big play, but you got to get the football first. He's got to catch that first before he looks to try to get those yards after the catch.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The screen, and watch out. And good blocking in space out there to give them enough room to pick up the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Big guy smells it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Lets it fly to the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Ducks are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Let's it fly. It's caught downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Ducks will punt this one away. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, North Carolina! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
they go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite.
They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to go up top. Fires left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
They'll run play action. He's going for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Browning. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and so.
It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. He might want another play. Off play action on first down. Touchdown, UNC! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Lindsey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Silver. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Lindsey. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And if quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Spins away from the defense. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Off the defender. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat.
He'll take the deep shot. Touchdown, North Carolina! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Silver. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Found a seam. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down.